Welcome to the funniest quiz show on YouTube. Think you can keep a straight face? In this video, we bring you 50 of the funniest quiz jokes, puns, and riddles that will have you laughing, groaning, and maybe even facepalming. Try to guess the punchline before we reveal the answer. It's harder than you think. Perfect for family fun, parties, or just when you need a good laugh. Why was the math teacher suspicious of the graph paper? Because it was plotting something. That one was well planned. What do you call a bear stuck in the rain? A drizzly bear. That one poured out laughs. Why was the computer cold? Because it left its windows open. That one had a chill factor. What do you call a fish without eyes? That joke swam right by. Why don't koalas count as bears? Because they don't have the qualifications. That was unbearably funny. What do you call an owl magician? Houdini. Now that's a magical hoot. Why don't crabs share? Because they're a little shellfish. That joke was clawsome. What do you call a boomerang that won't come back? A stick. That one came right back to us anyway. Why did the picture go to jail? Because it was framed. Messy artful punchline. What do you call a bee that can't make up its mind? A maybe. Sweet laugh. Moving on. Why don't basketball players go on vacation? Because they'd get called for traveling. That was a slam dunk of a joke. What do you call a deer with no eyes? No eye deer. That one was delightful. Why did the banana go to school? To get a little more appeal. That one was fruitful. What do you call a nervous javelin thrower? Shakespeare. That one was on point. Why did the candle quit? It was burned out. That one melted the tension. What do you call a sheep that sings? A baritone. Encore. Why don't graveyards ever get overcrowded? Because people are dying to get in. What dead funny? What do you call a snowman with a tan? A puddle. That one melted away. Why did the scarecrow become a successful politician? Because he was outstanding in his field. That joke stood tall. What do you call a train with a cold? A choo-choo train. By me, all aboard the laugh. Why was the computer at the beach? It wanted to surf the net. That one made waves. What do you call a singing laptop? Adele. That joke was in perfect harmony. Why was the broom late? It overswept. That one cleaned up nicely. What do you call a crocodile that likes math? An algebra. That one added up. Why don't farmers trust pigs? Because they're always telling porkies. That one was a real ham. What do you call a lazy kangaroo? A pouch potato. That one jumped out at me. Why was the cat sitting on the computer? To keep an eye on the mouse. Perfect punchline. What do you call a dinosaur who crashes his car? Tyrannosaurus Rex. That one was a dynamite joke. Why did the grape stop in the middle of the road? Because it ran out of juice. That one squeezed out a laugh. What do you call a sleeping bee? A buzzkill. That one stung with humor. Why was the broom bad at soccer? It kept sweeping. Wet. That one really cleaned the field. What do you call a funny mountain? Hilarious. Oh, that one was uplifting. Why don't tennis players get married? Because love means nothing to them. You ball. Game, set, laugh. What do you call a rabbit with fleas? Bugs Bunny. Classic cartoon joke. Why did the belt get arrested? For holding up a pair of pants. Fashion crime solved. What do you call a potato wearing glasses? A spectator. That one was eye-opening. Why did the musician get locked out? Because he left his keys on the piano. Well, that one struck a chord. What do you call a bird that's afraid to fly? A chicken. That one was excellent. Why did the cat go to medical school? To become a first aid kit tie. Positively funny. What do you call a cow with 2 legs? Lean beef. What? That one had some meat on it. Why was the dog a great musician? Because it had perfect pitch. That joke was music to my ears. What do you call a sleeping pizza? A pizza. That joke was well cooked. Why did the man put his money in the blender? He wanted to make liquid assets. That one was rich. What do you call a can of soda with a PhD? Dr. Pepper. That joke was refreshing. Why did the skeleton go to the party alone? Because he had no body to go with him. Whoa, lonely but funny. What do you call a monkey that loves Doritos? A chipmunk. That one was a snack-sized joke. Why was the computer tired when it got home? Because it had a hard drive. That one was exhausting. Next. What do you call a turtle without a shell? Homeless. That one shelled out a laugh. Why don't elephants use computers? They're afraid of the mouse. That one was gigantic. What do you call a fish that practices medicine? A sturgeon. That one was a healthy laugh. So how many did you guess correctly? Share your score in the comments below. This is QuizRees. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you'll get notified every time we upload a new quiz. See you next time on QuizRees.